Meet Ara, a Ghanaian fashion designer whose creativity speaks through the elegant looks of ministers, business executives, lawyers, doctors, and countless others. Born in Paga in the Upper East region of Ghana, Ara started from a humble beginnings.
My name is Abdul Rahim Ahmed, and Abdul Rahim Ahmed is Ara. I'm a native of Upper East region, precisely from Paga, and I attended my school, both junior high, senior high, and tertiary, all within the region.
His rise to the top wasn't handed to him. It's a story of grit, passion, and relentless determination.
I'm the creative director and founder of Ara Clothing, a fashion brand that is recognized in the Upper East region and Ghana as a whole. Yes, and so far I would say that we have bagged few awards and glories in our name as a brand, and yes, we'll continue to push the brand forward, and that is what I am doing.
Ara, driven by passion, chose to continue a family legacy in the fashion industry with a hope and a determination to change the narrative and make an impact.
Where I come from, my mom was selling clothes, like second-hand clothes, and my dad was also sewing, tailor. The difference is that he used to sew smocks, and I have grown to capitalize on that background to become a fashion designer.
Venturing into the fashion industry comes with many challenges, but for Ara, failure isn't an option. Giving up is simply not part of the plan.
What motivated me into this part is when I started, the major aim or idea was how I'll be able to innovate and add new designs when it comes to our local fugu wares. And so I started by initiating the famous ladies smock that trended. That was my initiative. Yes, and so that was how the journey of my fashion started. Yeah, it grew as I did, and others came. I did more and then more and more, and then the ladies smoke gradually took over. So then that was way back in 2014, 2015. And so as I grew, trying to build up a brand, whilst learning and unlearning, trying to know how to sew other types of clothes, it became something that I was so passionate about. What kept motivating me was the fact that, look, you can do this. You can't fail. Keep pushing. Keep doing what you are supposed to do, and that this is what God has designed for you. I kept having that kind of a feeling.
In 2015, he made a surprising choice. He quit his job as a teaching assistant to becoming a part-time tutor at Bolgatanga Technical University. Many people around him, like his family and friends, didn't understand why he would leave a steady job.
When I resigned from the technical university just to do this, even my immediate family, they laughed at me. They didn't support me, and it broke me down, and it also made me stronger, because comments like, how can you leave, how can you go to school, finish university, and then you come back to sew again? Like, what are you coming to do? They didn't see what I saw. Okay, but then I was so much discouraged and demoralized. But on a second thought, I said to myself, for them sounding this way, I am going to do whatever I can do to prove them wrong. So when I moved to Bolga, first of all, I needed a place that will stand out so that I don't look like everybody. Okay, excuse me to say, you have other people in containers and all that. And I said, no, I don't want to be in a container. I needed a space that is, I could make it a befitting standard to create a difference between me and those in the containers. I had to make a sacrifice for that. At that moment, I needed financial support I never had. I stopped feeding myself for some number of, I don't know how to even put it. Instead of me eating like 3 times a day, I was now feeding myself like once daily in order for me to save and be able to pay rent and all that. But I said to myself, once I set up my mind to do it, I must do it and do it well. Financially, I had nothing. Encouragement was something that I have always needed. Somebody to just inspire you, somebody to just tell you that, you see, this thing that you are doing is good. You continue doing and then you will get there. I never had somebody to tell me that. Almost everybody that came my way discouraged me, except for a group of people that I associated with. I would say Joseph Yaba photography. He was also somebody who loved fashion and photography. He learned his photography all by himself, and he became one of the best photographers in the region. So when we became close, we kept motivating each other. We were each other's inspiration. But for you to have somebody elsewhere to say, oh, this thing that you are doing, you will get somewhere, I never had that person. And it was a major challenge for me, because until now, you be asking yourself, so what are you actually doing? You don't know whether you are actually doing something good or not. Okay? That still sends me back to me saying that it was a calling. If not, you would have left. If I tell you a series of jobs that I had, like appointments, come and work in the National Health Insurance, I said no. Come and work and teach in the senior high school, I said no. If I wanted to teach, I wouldn't have even left the technical university in the first place. Go to immigration, I said no. This is what I want to do. Okay? You see, sometimes when I say some of these things, a lot of people, even up to now, they wouldn't understand or believe me. But this is what I had to sacrifice just for Arab clothing and what I really wanted. This is my passion. It hasn't been easy, but I would say for now, God has, should I say, blessed me, or He is blessing me. There were times those days that I would have to do work, go and just dash it to somebody for the person to just wear, so that I will feel like I have done work for somebody. But today, I would say that almost all the big offices in Upper East region and beyond, I have clothed people. Okay? And it is the joy that it comes with. For this work and for the stage I have gotten to, you see, my joy and my excitement is not about how much money that I have made. I keep telling my workers that for the kind of people that I meet every day, just because of this work, the world is about network. It's about the people that you know. There's a saying that the people that help you to climb are the same people that will help you to come down. You see, I have built a family as a brand. My brand and my customers, we are like a family. When when somebody becomes a client or a customer, it's like whatever that person has to do, naming ceremony, funeral, you will see me there supporting. Are you getting me? And so for that kind of relationship, for me to meet those kind of people, it is only God. It is like, it is everything more than the money that I make from the business. On a normal, I always say that for whichever office or wherever I would have been working, it would have been difficult for me to meet those kind of people. Okay, and so that is the joy. That is what satisfies me most. The people that I meet every day: lawyers, teachers, doctors, engineers, name them. And whichever institution I find myself, when I walk in, there's always somebody that knows me, or there's somebody that I know. What else do you need? At that moment, if it was a money issue, before you realize it will be solved for me, and I wouldn't have to spend a dime. That is the grace. That is the grace. Most of the younger generations today, they look at the results instead of focusing on the process. You see, you need to go through a series of things that will make you become better, or that will make you get to where we are today. We are not yet there, but when I look back where I started and where I am today, I would say Alhamdulillah, because God has been faithful. Okay, but unfortunately, most of the youth or the younger ones today, when they see you, they see how you look, they see how your place is, they just feel like you just slept and woke up and then you had that. Okay, they don't want to follow the process. They don't want to follow the process, and that is not how it is. You have to work. You have to learn and unlearn. You have to talk to people, gather experience. You have to travel, look at what others are doing, in order for you to be able to become the better version of whichever industry that you think that you want to be in. Okay, for the challenges, I have faced so much, like as a person and for the industry. What advantage I had was that after my tertiary, when I said I wanted to do this, I had to do a research. So I started visiting tailoring shops to ask them what are some of the things that when they do, the customers don't appreciate and all that. And then I got to a conclusion that one of the major problems about customers not being satisfied with artisans and tailors is the fact that we disappoint a lot. Okay, so why do we disappoint a lot? Because most of us, we accept fabrics. Okay, anybody at all that brings a fabric to a tailor or a designer for them to sew, they come, they tell you that they don't want it early, but as soon as they leave, they hear that there is a wedding or naming ceremony or a party somewhere, they begin putting pressure on you. I want my clothes, I want my dress and all that. You will not be able to always meet their demands because you are an individual. And just imagine I am situated in Tanzania, okay? And then 10% of the population of Tanzania wants me to do work for them. I can't deliver. Okay? Now, how do you navigate this? You need to have a working plan. That was what I did. So if I take, because I'm into ready to wear, when I sew my ready to wear and I'm stuck, then I accept fabrics because I know that that time I'm not doing anything. And the fabrics that I take, I don't take so much. I take limited fabrics, like 5. And then within that week, I am sure that I'll be able to finish those 5. If I'm not able to finish work at a certain given time, most of the times it is because of unforeseen circumstances. But me, when I give you my time, I deliver. There are times that I will tell a customer, come 2 days time. 2 days time, the work is ready. I am rather now the one following the customer to come for their work. Some will be like, oh, you really finished the work? No, I don't believe you. Unless when I come, you don't worry, I'll come next week. Because when I gave it to you and you said 2 days time, I didn't believe. So me, I just made up my mind that maybe 2 weeks time I'll come for it. So you don't worry, they will come. They were rather the ones that are rather disappointing me when it comes to coming for their works. Okay. And so everything is about how you plan. It's about how you plan. When you come to Ara Clothing, we start work at 8 and we close at 8. I am sure that when you go around, there is no fashion shop that closes at 8. Now, why am I doing that? It is because, excuse me, if you are not different, you cannot create any difference. Other shops close as early as 5, 6. After 6, I'm not sure you see any other tailoring shop. With what I wanted to achieve, with the kind of customers I wanted to get, when you do your research, you realize that most of the middle class people, they are officers and they all close by 5. By the time they will get to the house, it is 6. Before they will change their clothes and say, let me come to town and see whatever, that will be around 7, 8. So if you are closed by then, how will they discover you? Okay, so I met sure in the early days I used to even close around 9. When I even started, it was around 9 that I used to close. And that was how I was able to get customers like highways, directors, doctors who will go and close, bankers. When they close, they are going home. That's the time they will see my place and they'll say, oh, this is a new place. Let me pass there. They will come in, and then that is how business starts. For those that are here, that I'm training them, it is the same thing. They close the time that I close. And I tell them, if you must be able to satisfy your customers, it means that you have to be able to work extra. I used to sleep in my shop. When I close, I'll lock myself inside because I have work to do. I said they should come tomorrow. Maybe there was light out throughout the day. Those days of doomsday and all that. Because I said come tomorrow, I don't want the customer to come and then I'll tell the customer that there was light out. Even though they know that there was light out, but they also wanted the thing. It's about you being able to deliver. It's not about you giving excuses. And already the problem about our industry is that tailors will disappoint a lot. So if you want to create a difference, what do you have to do? You have to go the extra mile in order for you to be able to deliver. And that is what I do. You work extra time. Everything you have to do it extra. You get me? That is what I tell them every day. Some will come, they will say, oh, because of your time, I have to close at 5. And I say, look, if you want to close at 5, just go to a different place that they close at 5. But for my place, when you come here, you have to close when you are supposed to close. It has become something that they are now used to. Some of them will come and tell me that. So because of the time that they close, if you are making 2 up and downs a day, you are now able to make 3 up and downs a day. Are you growing or you are going back? I don't know if you are getting me. So your speed will increase. Your productivity will increase. And then when you establish your own, whilst your other colleagues are doing 1 or 2 up and downs a day, you are doing 3 or 4 because you have been taught to work extra. I don't know if you are getting me. Yes. So when they come, some will come, they are not able to cope, they will run. But the few that are able to cope, when they move on in life, they begin to feel like, oh, this kind of training was really the best for me. And I have had so many testimonies on that. Even those that will come from the universities to come and do attachment here. You close at 8. Saturday, you come to work. They will say that the school, they work from Monday, they go to school from Monday to Friday. So Saturday is not part. I'll tell them that Saturday is part. Except that you don't want to be a designer. If you want to be a government worker, maybe Saturday will be out. But if you want to be an entrepreneur, Saturday is not out. Even I myself, ever since I started, I have worked from Monday to Sunday. Me, I don't have off day. So for you to see this place like this, if I was working like the way you want to work, it wouldn't have been like this for you to see the place and now you want to come and learn. Those that are ready to adhere, they come, and then the difference when they leave and they go back, sometimes their lecturers will have to call me to thank me for the kind of training that I have taken their students through. Because when they go back, the attitude towards the work, their seriousness, everything always change. And that has been me. You see, at the end of the day, I always say that I need to see so many of us doing well in the industry. Because, you see, where people don't value handwork, it is because I would say our predecessors didn't make it valuable. Okay? If, let me say, Shatawale will say that the music that they are doing, they also need to build mansions, buy cars, and live well. The fashion that I'm doing, I also need to build houses, buy cars, and also live well, take care of my family. I don't know if you're getting what I'm saying. And so if our predecessors didn't create that kind of something for others to see, okay, this work, there's really something good there, people will always look down. And if I am the only person who becomes glorious in it, still, it doesn't make any sense. Maybe others will feel like I use other means to get what I am having and all. But if we are many, okay, they will know that, oh, it is actually the work. So I move around to other tailoring shops. I will sit down, tell them, advise them, come up with a brand, work, invest in your shop, invest in your workers, do this and do this and do that. I have done that. And I have seen the improvements in those people, their shops and workplaces. I tell them what I am doing and it's working for me. We can all be at the top and we will all still be okay. Don't say that because, people are just saying other clothing, you just keep quiet and watch others to fall. And then when they fall, you'll be like, they think that is easy. They know what I'm going through. They don't know what you know. They are not privileged to what you are privileged to. And so when God is blessing you, you also share with others. This thing that I'm telling you, I have moved to so many shops that it got to a point, there were rumors that I was coming to their shops to steal their knowledge, to steal from them. Okay, you know how society is. But I will just laugh. Whatever I have to tell you, I will tell you. If you like, follow. If you don't like, you let it go. Okay? I'm not saying that I cannot learn from them. But in as much as I can learn from them, they can also learn from me. But I have made the efforts several times to go and share with them what I know. But nobody have ever come here to share with me what he or she knows. But that is me. It's about growing together. Let us grow together. I have moved to secondary schools, inspired students who want to do fashion, even junior high, just trying to inspire them for not just fashion, but they should learn a skill There is a there is a I shared an experience with a mechanic just behind the Bogatanga Library. It's called Mutala. He drives a Camry Spider to come and park and then fix motorbikes. And then people will see that and they will know that there is something great in handwork. I don't know if you're getting me. If 5 of them, 6 of them, 10 of them, and then the rest of us, we all grow in that tangent, they will value us. Somebody's child will not say, I want to go and do fashion, and the parents will be against. Child will not say, I want to go and learn mechanic, and the parents will feel like he doesn't know anything. That has been my stance. The awards, this recent one is one of the most shocking ones. You see, it is one that came to me not because I filed for it. I was there and then they reached out to me that they have been following my handle and they have seen the good work that I do. And so in the fashion industry, recognizing me from the northern part of Ghana, they would want to honor me, okay, as a fashion personality. And that was how it came about. They invited me to Accra. I went, and the caliber of people that were there alone, it is something that is mind-boggling. I asked myself, who am I? You understand? Look, I asked myself, seriously, those that went there with me, like, who am I to be in the midst of these people? This is something that I didn't use votes to win. It is something that they felt like I was doing well, and they decided to award me. And after that award, I kept telling myself that I can only do better. For the little that I would say that I am doing, and people are seeing it to this far, it actually gave me sleepless nights. Like, I need to do more. I need to do more because it only means that people are watching. And you see, the social media is such that most of us, we take it for granted, okay? But if you are trying, and you let people to know that you are trying, they are seeing. You just be there. Somebody had, I never shared this, but somebody have bought a brand new industrial sewing machine and made them to deliver it to me. Up to now, I don't know the person. Through Facebook. Up to now, I don't know the person. The person just said he just likes the way I am doing things, my efforts and everything. So I should collect this one and support myself. I never shared it because I don't know the person. You see? And a whole lot. A whole lot. I have made clothing for people, charge them 500 Ghana cedis. They come back and they give me something that is more than 500 Ghana cedis. You are doing well. Continue. If I want to count them, brother, you people will say that I should leave the shop for you. all in all, I would say that it is God. I say, let God bless you. For the younger ones that are coming, they should let God bless them. There is no hurry in life. Somebody's blessing comes in the morning. Another person's own comes in the afternoon. Another person's own will come in the evening. Some, their own will even come in midnight. Once you are alive and you are living, don't give up on anything. Once you are alive and you say that this is what you want to do, you will do it and become better. I cite examples because I have seen a shoemaker, a shoemaker who have done through shoemaker. He bought a land, built a house, built extra rooms, and he is renting. Up to now, shoemaker, when they polish shoe, how much do they call it? 2 cedi, 3 cedi. Me, as a fashion designer, when I sew and I collect 50 cities and 100 cities and 200 cities, that I will not be able to buy a land and build a house? I don't know if I get what I'm saying. It is not about the work. It is how you do the work. The person that is behind the work. This is something that I have been doing on my own. And so if I sit here to say that I am not open, I'll be lying. I have even uh, uh, written proposals and given to organizations for them to support, to come on board, to partner, to for us to be able to sometimes even train the younger ones, just for them to have that practical aspect. Okay, I have done something small with AfriKids. There was a project with GIZ that was supposed to come for me to train about 70 students, but along the line, it was given out to a different region. Yeah, but this is something that my doors are open to. Organizations, they can come on board, and then we would see how best we can uh, inculcate some skills into the younger generations. Yeah.